Hey everybody, I just want to pop on here and talk about something that happened to me last week. I know this is a fitness account, but it's also looking after the health of your mind as well, which I'm a true believer in that it reflects how healthy the rest of your body is. Um, One thing I want to touch on is working through mental barriers, mental blocks, and small victories. Just give you a bit of a background. I work night shift in the winter, and I do not sleep very well during the day, despite earplugs and room darkening blinds and white noise and all the things. So I typically only sleep about 3.5, 4 hours. Which definitely leads to fatigue, mental fatigue. But one thing I decided to do last week was I'm like, okay, I don't really feel physically strong enough or up for hitting the weights, so I'll just do a 10K run. So I get to the gym, hop on the air runner, and going along at my usual pace, and I get to 4 kilometers and I feel like I can't keep up anymore to that pace. And it really started playing with my mind a little bit. Um, I'm tired, physically tired, mentally tired, I'm fatigued. Um, so my initial reaction was to stop. Like, just, you did 4K, just stop. But then a part of me was like, no, you said you were going to run 10K. You were going to complete 10K. So that's what you should do. Honor your commitment. Honor your goal. Say what you were do what you said you were going to do. Just do it. And it took me a minute to wrap my head around that I don't have to run a PR time every time I run. And I know that mindset comes from playing competitive sports and being in CrossFit and just being a naturally competitive guy, always wanting to do and achieve your best. But I had to remind myself that you're not always going to be at 100% physical and mental capacity every time you do something. And on that day, I was maybe at 60%, let's say, 75% tops. But I can still give 100% of that 75% and honor my commitment and my goal. So what I did was I stopped, but I walked for about a minute, and then I'm like, okay, you ran for a minute, just go back to get to 5K, and then maybe see how you feel. So I ran the 5K, and then I walked for another minute and ran 6K. I'm like, well, maybe I stop now. And then that little voice in my head said, no, like, whether you don't have to run the whole 10K, just complete 10K, whether it's walking, running, crawling, just do it. So walked another minute, ran, walked another minute, ran, walked another minute, ran. And all of a sudden I'm at 8 kilometers and I'm like, well, you know, fuck it, let's just run the final 2K. Like, you came this far, and the satisfaction I got from completing the 10K and versus if I would have stopped after 4 kilometers, like my mind and body originally was telling me to do, I would have gone home, I would have felt even worse because not only am I tired, I'm mentally fatigued. I did less than half of what I said I was going to do. I didn't complete my goal. I didn't stick to my training plan. All these little things that could have bothered me the rest of the day and bugged me and regretted and questioned why couldn't I just do it and blame it on tired, fatigue. But instead, I pushed through, ran my 10K and walked, but I completed the 10K. And that was probably one of my proudest 10K runs I've ever done, even though I walked a minute here and there after every kilometer. And crazy enough is that I still completed the 10 kilometers in 50 minutes time, which is probably within my top 10 10K runs for time. So, moral of the story is complete what you say you're going to do, whether you have to run, crawl, walk backwards, sideways, whatever it is. And even when it comes to weightlifting, if you're supposed to do 5 sets of 5 at 225 for your squat, and you don't have it that day, don't just stop after one set of 225. Drop the weight to 185 and do your 5 sets of 5. You're still moving your body. The mindset that creates as far as resilience and fortitude and telling your mind and body that you can still complete things even if they do get difficult without stopping will go a long way in the future. It's these small victories that build that mental fortitude, that self-respect for your body, for your accomplishments, setting goals. People don't realize just little tiny victories, how much weight that carries mentally going forward, as opposed to stopping, quitting, talking yourself out of things. If you say you're going to do something, just do it. Give whatever percentage you have in you for that day and just do it.